What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? Hit me up. Chat me up. Hit the likes. What's good? Ready to go do some charts real quick. Is my mic clear? Let me check it real quick. My mic clear? My mic clear? Hit the like button. You see the screen clearly? Is my mic clear? Let me check it real quick. All right, bet we in here. We in here. See how we looking first. What's good? What's good? Hold on. All right, appreciate it. You said the audio good. What's up with you? S dot. Hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Shit. Let's go do some charts. Let's go do some charts. Let me see. Let me see. All right, let's go to QQQ. I just made a video on this. Right. If y'all don't know, I'm Slick the Trader, and I trade the strat with a little bit of ICT mixed in. Right. So that being said, if you don't know the strat is basically a trading strategy created by Robert Smith, real simple, um, and effective. It worked. It's profitable. It's very simple. You use broad formations instead of trend lines, and you mostly use the first three candles. Obviously, you do look at the past, but you use time frame continuity, which is that specific time frame, red or green. Right? We don't believe stocks go up and down. We believe they aggregate. And when time frames are green or time frames are red, it lets us know if they are buying or selling with the algorithms on the stock market, right? So that being said, this is called a shooter candle. If you don't know the strat, and where I entered that today, I already moved the lines, but let me see if I can get it. Anyway, we'll just use this one, right? So I entered on a breaker here. One thing about the strat, you look for an actionable signal, and then you look for a candle to go in force, which means the previous candle is your actionable signal. This will be an actual signal since it's a shooter, and you would enter at a break of basically this line you see on the chart, right? 1 penny below or 1 penny above. So that line is at 622.56. 622.55. Boom, you enter in the trade, you letting it ride down to the next target, which is the previous candle before your actionable signal. That's why I say you use those three candles. Quite simple. It's a couple of different strat setups. Like this will be a 3-1-2, right? Threes are basically outside candles, right? That mean it took out the high and the low, right? This is an inside candle. I mean the buyers and seller agree, and then boom, you get some direction once you break the high of that inside candle. That's the one strategy and the one combo that I teach the most, because a 5-year-old could do it, right? You wait for it to break either side when it's an inside candle, but you also want to look at time frame continuity, which is down here at the bottom. If y'all got any questions, let me know. But we're not really here just to teach the strat right now. We just actually here to go do some charts and see what I see for tomorrow, right? This is my watch list over here. Um, I can't remember how many stocks I got over here, but these are the main ones that I find are good for options because I like to trade options. And yeah, so that being said, let's get into it. I showed you my trade on QQQ. I entered in here, came down to the target. I think I traded it twice, got like 50, 60%, and we didn't take out this candle. That being said, we on the daily, right? So with the strat, you move it over to the next one if you find an actionable signal. This is not fully an actionable signal, but it's close to a hammer. So I'm going to monitor and keep my eye on it. And with the time frame continuity looking the way it's looking, if you go down to the lower time frames, right? Like the 1 hour, only thing that's not green is the daily. So that is what we're working with there. What else we got in here? I'm just checking the chat real quick, make sure I ain't got no questions. All right, so that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm looking to see if this breaks this entry here. The daily will go back green at, I can't even see what that price target is on that particular. Let me see. So the daily will go back green at about like 623, like 622.90, something like that. So that's what it'll go green. Obviously, we're looking forward to come and take out this target here. So I will move that there. But what we got right here is a broad enough formation that we got to keep an eye out for that it could reject on when it open up. So this is the plan for tomorrow, right? If SPY breaks this high, breaks yesterday's high, we will be looking for a candle to open up and push up to here to take out that high. But we got this broad enough formation, so it could possibly aggregate and not break through these broad enough formations, right? And continue to do new highs. So that's what I'm looking for on QQQ. Do I see any downside? I don't know. But, that'll be determined tomorrow how the market moving. Maybe on the lower time frames, I might find a trade. So that's QQQ entry for calls 623.42. Yeah, 623.42. Pop and look at SPY real quick. All right, what we got here? We got a 2 down, not necessarily an actionable signal, but time frame continuity is fully green. So if we break 690.62, maybe take an entry and look for a price target on the daily up here at 693.96. Could it get to it tomorrow? It could, because lately SPY has been moving $5 a day. So yeah. So that's what we're looking at right there. And got fair value gap down here. We could bounce and continue. So that's all I do. All right. We can go check out ES real quick, see what it's doing. See, we got an inside candle on the daily. And it ain't doing much, nothing right now. We go down to this lower time frame. Right. So right now we basically in like a no trade zone, right? We only got no direction. It's just chopping around inside. Hasn't broke this low, hasn't broke this high, right? So we just trading around. Can you get some scalps in here on lower time frames? Absolutely, you could. You could go down to the 15, maybe find a quick trade inside candle, wait for this next candle to open, which has got 13 minutes left on it, and maybe hop in and take out this target here. Since you're trading futures, obviously every point is money, so it's a little different. So yeah, you can find some scalps here, but at the moment, we don't have no direction, but it's still early in the trading session for futures. Put it in Q. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Boom. Same thing inside candle. Same thing. Time frame continuity is to the upside. Has not broke the daily high. The daily high will be 25,725. Break that. The daily would go green, but right now we got an inside candle. Basically a no trade zone. It ain't doing nothing, just chopping around inside of this zone. Obviously, you can find a scalp. Now, let's see what oil is doing. CL crude oil. Got any questions? Put it in the chat. I answer them. You want me got a ticker you want me to look at? Let me know. All right. On the daily, I already set these lines already. for tomorrow. I already charted it out. Same thing, inside candle, time frame continuity to the upside. You got an inside year, quarter, month, and an outside weekly. Show you what that outside weekly look like. Boom, there you go. It's your weekly. It's outside. And why is this here? It's supposed to be there. There you go. And we got a 1-3 Nirvana. So maybe next week we'll get some good movement. And check out RTY. It got a little pop earlier today, right? Got big pop. Once again, a 2 down, 2 up. Look at that. 2 down, 2 up. Perfect. On a weekly, right? Let's see it on the daily. And we had a 2 to a 3. It's interesting. So we got a 3 candle. Right now we got a 3-1 on the daily. I actually didn't set the lines here. So we're looking for a break of 2608.50 if you was going to enter. And from what I can see is we are at all-time highs on RTY, which we will actually be break, and we can end up breaking over the yearly at 2604.10. So we will break last year's high at 2604.10. And then we can see where broadening formation where we could end up, right? So we can get some resistance right up in this zone right here, like 2643. Yep. I mean, if you want my opinion on the market right now, everything looked pretty strong. I mean, it's, it's up and down, but it's got some good volatility to get some good trades in. I ain't got no complaints. Oh, I also was trading this today. Right, I'm swinging this right now. This is I don't know, some holdings company, but I mean, look what it did. Look at the last 5 days, right? Look at the weekly, right? 3 double inside. One thing about you get those explosive moves off threes. 3-1s, you get explosive moves. I mean, it's a lot of consolidation. Just imagine like calling up something and then boom, finally release it. Let me see. Any recommendations on Webull Turbo Trader? We should know. I got a video on how I set up my my Webull when I use it. But personally, I go in and do custom buttons. So I do like 1 penny below, 1 penny above, which is, because I trade options. Um, I set my stop for at like 20%. That's one thing I do with my Turbo Trader. I kind of use the custom buttons a lot just so I can get in and out. Because sometimes Weebulls can be wonky sometime with letting you out and market and stuff like that. But other than that, just check out my video on it. If I can find it, I will. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I'll throw it in the chat. Let me see if I can find my video on Webull. If I find this video on Webull, yeah, it's this one right here. All right, cool. So I'll share that with y'all. And I will share that with you. All right, so I just sent it in the chat. That's how I fully set up my my Webull for trading options. I don't know if you're an options trader. Are you an options trader? Yeah, but if you're an options trader, that's how I set it up. I kind of set it up similar for like pennies and just regular equity too. But yeah, that is how I set everything up, like start to finish. That's how it works for me. It just let me see everything and see what's going on. And I appreciate the engagement. Glad I'm happy to have you here. But yeah, so I actually found this on Twitter. Joe Alerts had alerted about this. It got like 40% short interest. Right now, I'm up like 75%. I'm swinging it overnight. Actually, while I'm here, I'll let you know exactly what it's trading at overnight, or if it's even trading overnight. But looking for a little short squeeze on it is what we're looking for. Yeah, right now it's over $7. So it closed at like 706, 690. And right now on the overnight session, or the overnight trading, 24-hour trading, it is trading at 714. So we're looking for a push over 8, right? Because it was under $6 today when I got in, and it pushed over 7. So now we're just looking for a push over 8, and then start taking out them stops or those people that were shorting it. And once that happened, yeah, we can see some good money. That's what it's all about. What else I got going on? But yeah, that's what else would I traded today. I'm swinging this. So it's still a possibility to get in. I ain't got no real technical analysis on it. Literally, I just took it just because of the show interest, and kind of the push behind it to get a little short squeeze. He had a little short squeeze play last week that I didn't take. That looked pretty good. So I ain't got no technicals on this. I ain't got no strat set up on this. I am literally just blindly taking it. So I didn't take no crazy money. So I'm just telling you about it. So if you find a way in tomorrow, it's not a bad one to take because it moved like a whole dollar today, right? As you can see, what did it open at? It opened at, it's like $6 and went all the way up to 706 today. So that was a whole dollar. And if you know anything about pennies, they move when they move. What else I've been looking at? Just scroll through some stuff. Hood, Hood ain't doing so well. Lyft is another. All right, so Lyft is probably my favorite thing to trade when it's trading well. Like I keep an eye on Lyft a lot, and as you can see, like over the last few weeks, you get a lot of movement. You either go it's coming down or it's going up, and I mean you get consistent days, right? Look at this. You get some consistent days. You get a nice climb. Like look at it. Like I just like trading it. And like when Tom Frank continues on your side and they want to go that day, it goes. I mean, a lot of money off Lyft. It's cheap and expensive, and when the setup is perfect, it's money. So put that on like your trade list and keep an eye on it. That's what I like to trade. I done traded this a ton of times. This is ketchup. This is Heinz ketchup. Yep, I traded this. It's fun to trade too. Going for a good price right now. I probably might pick something up for the long term. Oh, so I got going. I ain't staying on here long. Just came to pop on just to I ain't been on live stream in a minute, but now I got I finally upgraded my computer. Yeah, I used to be on here lagging like crazy. And every time I would like try to change charts, it would take a minute. It just wasn't good. So my thing was to get me a better computer, which I finally went on and spent the money on it. And now I can live stream a little more. I'm even thinking about just going there, getting the camera and showing my face because I hear people like that a little better. But at the end of the day, I built this community for the small people like us, the small accounts, stuff like that. Showing people that you can take $100, $200, and turn it into consistent money without breaking a bank until you get profitable and you feel better about sizing up. That's what this shit is about. And having self control and different things like that. That's really what I built this channel for, and to show people that you actually can be profitable and that no matter how much money you have in your account, because it's easy to get 10% and you didn't drop 20, $30,000 on a trade and like, oh yeah, I just made $2,000, $3,000. Yeah, but you dropped 30. I want to show people that you can make big profits with small money. I do it all the time. That's why you don't see no crazy trades on my shorts when I take them. I'll take $200, $300, sometimes $400, $500, and make 200, $300 on top of that. Do I take big trades? Yes. I just don't show them. The reason why? Because I want to show people that small accounts can be grown, and you ain't got to be afraid and feel like you need thousands, which you're gonna end up probably losing anyway if you just started trading. So that's about it. What else? What else can I show y'all before I get off here? We can look at Nvidia took a dive today too. Yeah, video had it. Look at that. Video had a nice little push down. Almost took out this level right here. On one of the discords I'm in, somebody had called it out, and I ain't traded, but I just kind of checked it out because they was watching. I was like, oh man, that is falling. That is falling. And actually, the entry for this, if you would have took it, I probably would have entered at 186.56, and we came all the way down to like 183.82. So it's actually pretty good. Good money, good couple dollars. If there's any ticker that you want, let me know. I'm probably gonna be on here for another couple of minutes, but maybe I can start live streaming again. This I ain't lagging no more. My screen is moving like it wants to. I can change screens without waiting 10 minutes for it to load. So we looking good. And that Venezuela thing had everybody like, yeah, oil is gonna be such and such dollars. Oil is taking a dive, came down and filled that gap, as you can see. And I actually went crazy though. Look at that. Shoot down and boom. I actually went crazy today. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oxy's a phone to trade. But look at this channel that is in, though. I mean, let me see. Let me turn this off real quick. Look at this channel it's in, though. It's been trading in there like for a while. This whole thing right here has just been chopping around in this zone for a little while here now. I'll be interested to see where this ends up going in the next couple of weeks. All right. Inside candle on the 3 month. So this candle, new candle will open up in April. Interesting to see. So I mean, if I top down inside on a year, 6 month, 3 month, and a month is going in force. So I don't know. Keep an eye on it. I like the day trade, not as much as swing, but it might be worth picking up. I got call options. Yeah, I got call options on it. I brought 7.5 just for the week, just to see where it go. I wound up taking profit. Like I said, this ain't my trade. Somebody was talking about it on Twitter. I came checked it out, and I entered off of the show interest. 40% show interest is the reason why I took it. I ain't got no technicals. It's just straight lotto. So if you find a way in, and just waiting to see if it give a little short squeeze, if those stops start to get hit and people start to cover their position, then we might get a push up to 10. If it's looking good, I might take my weekly option and roll it into next week's options. So don't take this as financial advice. This is just pure inexpensive options. I think it was like $9. I got in at like $9 for the options. So it was money I was willing to lose for a couple contracts that could potentially turn into a nice profit. So it's not financial advice. I ain't got no technicals on it to tell you, but if you got a few dollars, then and you're not afraid and you looking good. I'm already green on a year. I've had my first day trading was Monday. I had two green trades already, so I'm already up on a year. So I just took a little bit of those profits and put it into this. Like I said, it ain't nothing I got no real technicals on. I'm just going off of show interest and what was talked about it. So like I said, I got in at like $6. It hit 607 a day. And if we get a push over 8 tomorrow or the next couple of days, then I'll see where it go and we probably push up to 10. So that is my thoughts on really whatever it's called. But really, I don't know if you know much about pennies. I mean, I used to be a penny guy, but when you see those type of daily candles, that's when you start to get excited. But like I said, we definitely had a double inside on that weekly. If somebody was gonna ask me about any technicals or like what type of strategy that I have for it, then I would refer to this because we got some good movement. I mean, that's some up and down buys and sellers. Boom, right? Took out the high, took out the low, came in consolidated for 2 days, and boom. So let's see what we get tomorrow. Time frame continuity is green. So let's see. Let's see if the algos start really buying and knocking out those people that's got stops all up in here and in this gap. And maybe it'll come and fill this gap if it's in. Keep an eye on it. And I might pick up some shares depending on how it's looking. So I say you do your own due diligence. Don't use mine. I just was wanting to take a little bit of my profits and dump it in here and just get a little lotto just to keep the dopamine going. Well, if you don't mind sharing, us that what strategy you use, if you don't mind sharing. When I started out, so how I got into the strat. I started out trading technical analysis, right? I learned technical analysis. Well, I was in. Don't get me wrong. I was in a group. The strat, my man. I was in a group. Um, I was in a group, and they always traded the strat, and I just could not. It was like the hardest thing ever to me. And I went to technical analysis. I learned technical analysis. I learned supply and demand. And then when something told me, like, well, let's just go learn the strat. So I started watching a couple of videos, and I'm like, all right, this is simple. So then I went on TOS to the on-demand trading right over the weekend. And I was like, let me test this out. So I tested it out the whole weekend. The market open. I just kind of watched the market and marked out things, did some back testing. And I'm like, yo, no way this works. So I said, all right, let me just take like one or two contracts, small money. And I was on Palatine and it worked. I'm like, all right, nah, all right. Tried it again, tried it again, tried it again. That's when I say, yo, I think the strat, I might got something. And it's probably the most profitable I've ever been on all the strategies. And when you got all those strategies in your playbook, you kind of can all work together. Then I got a little bit into fair value gaps because my main man Nitro, because he like trades a little ICT. And I just started to use the fair value gaps as more like a where we might reject on top of like a broad enough formation. Not necessarily as like a main strat, but just like a little more confirmation of what I'm looking at. And it's all been working out. And then I just started to notice that a lot of this trading stuff is just all the same thing, just with a different name and just a little bit of tweak style to it. But I am mainly a strat trader, so I'm with you. Are you been profitable with the strat? That's that. But yeah, so the strat is the strat is gold. And the crazy thing about it is I would follow Rob Smith for so many years before I actually started to learn the strat. And then next thing you know, he just ends up in the hospital. And he used to come on with these midday updates. And he would do a midday update on YouTube. Then he'd do a midday update on Twitter at the time. And I used to be like, man, what is he talking about? What is a pivot machine gun? And he'd be like a gorilla ring. And he was all enthusiastic. And I'm like, man, what is he talking about? And then when I finally get into the strat, passes away. And I just felt like he had so much more to teach, but at the same time, I felt like he gave us everything he knew. But just having that person around is like, you feel me? You a little bit continuing the strategy with by the strat by paper trading. Hey, listen, paper trade, use TOS. Listen, like if you ain't just paper trading, use TOS. Use download TOS just for the on-demand trading. You can go back to any trading day from like way back years, and you can just let it run, and you can try trading with it and just see if it's profitable. That's what I like about it. I like to run back trading days on weekends on TOS. Like once you got TOS, and then you just click on demand, and it switches to like a paper trading, but it's like paper trading for whatever day you want to do it. I don't know if you ever used it, but it's great, and it'll allow you to run back like how QQQ was today. Tomorrow you can run back this day on QQQ and see how the shooter candle played out, right? And you even can like enter what time you want to start the trading day, but you can just start from any point, and you can literally run it from this day. Tomorrow is normally always like a day after the day, so and you can see how this plays out, how well the strat works, like with this shooter, and when it breaks, and you literally can enter and play options and whatever you want on it. So if you download TOS, use on demand and run back. Another thing I did to help me with paper trading and all of that when I first started out was recording my sessions, record them, and go back and watch them. I mean, sometimes like my live trades, I go back and watch them. I record them, post them for y'all on YouTube, but I also go back and watch them and see what I did, see what I missed on my losers and on my winners. No, for sure. That's why I'm here. I did this for the free ski. I do this for the people. Nah, for real though. I do it for the people because yo, I struggled. I struggled for so long. I started trading in 2021, right? I ain't really catch like the $1 million rush that everybody caught with AMC and GME and all of those other stocks that ran crazy. I did catch a few like squeezes and stuff like that. I remember I ran up 50,000, right? Like my first 3 months of trading. I'm like, oh, this is fun. I got this. And then when the market changed over, when all of those people left the market and all that money and value left the market and the real trading market was there, oh, I lost so much money. And I said, I'm either gonna man up and learn how to trade and learn me a strategy, or I'm gonna die trying. And I just magically found the strat and figured it out and kept going. So paper trade long as you can, back test long as you can. Ain't no rush. The market been here for 200 years and it ain't going nowhere. It'll be here when we gone. So, and listen, keep it small. Like, you know what I mean? You got to spare $100, trade with the 100. Keep the 500 in your pocket. You got $500, keep the 400 in your pocket, trade with the 100. You know what I'm saying? That way you learn to control your emotions, stuff like that. Take your time. That's the one thing about me. Listen, I takes my profit and I keeps it moving. That's the number one thing. When you see green and it hits your target or you get happy with the money you see, I don't care if it's $20, $50, $100 in the day. That's why I say in my videos, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to trade less this year. Give more videos, give more value, but trade less and keep more money in. Because I used to trade every single day, and I would go weeks where I would just win consistently, and then I take a loss and mess with your confidence. And it's a part of the game, but I just like to. I want to trade 2, 3 days a week and be done. Maybe once a week if I try to catch a good enough setup, one in out, see you later. And so much less stress, so much less worry, and so much less getting up early in the morning and pulling myself over here to the saddle. And I might end up taking an L and be a little bit mad. Not really, because I ain't really got that much emotional attachment no more. But I'm just trying to trade less. I figure if I can hit a goal that I got for the week and keep it moving, right? And compound the money. And another thing, like, let's just say you trading with a small account. And let's just say it's $200 because you can find plenty of options contracts for 20, 30, 40, $50, whatever. You make 50, make 100, switch the 100 to another account, reset yourself back to 200, make 50, take the 50 out, put it to the side, make another 50, put in another account. Now you got 200, you doubled your money. Now, if you lose the 200, you still got 200, right? That's the best way until, you get to that point. And then, you just keep stacking it up that way. Like, that's what I found too. Like, because it'll be times you're going to catch one and you're going to end up a couple $1,000s in your account and you're going to try to go big and you're going to blow your account. You know what I mean? This thing is give and take, and it will take and take and take, right? You know what I mean? Treat yourself. If it's only $50, say, hey, listen, I'm going to treat myself to a good meal today with this 50. I made this 50 in 15 minutes. Think about that. People be begging for a $20 an hour job, $50 an hour job, and you might make 50 in 15 minutes. You might make 100 in 15 minutes, right? Today I made a couple hundred in 15 minutes. The market was open 5 minutes. It was done. I had to learn my lesson. I used to sit here for 8 hours every day. But when you first starting out, you should sit here as long as you can and just watch consistent movement on different charts. But yeah, but I'm just rambling. I mean, I ain't saying you don't. I'm not saying you're not profitable. I ain't saying you are profitable. I'm just giving this advice to the people, and whoever needs it can use it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you're just using a strap, but you might be good at technical analysis or, supply and demand or ICT or whatever other strategy there is out here. So I ain't saying you're not profitable. I'm just giving this to the people that like, yeah, take some profit for yourself. You know what I mean? Don't let the market consume you. I did that for enough years. That's my best advice. It's better for your mental. Like if I wake up late I will roll over. I'll look at the chart on my phone. And I look at, I'm like, all right, well, I kind of missed that entry. That don't look that good. I put the phone down, roll over, and go back to sleep. Sometimes then I might wake back up. And it might be like 2, 3 o'clock. Sometimes I would see a setup late in the day. And I might get better trading late in the day sometime than I do being in the saddle at 9 in the morning. Because number one, I'm going to wait 15 minutes for the market to settle. I might use the oil strategy in the morning, but yeah, sometimes I catch late trades like 3 o'clock, 2:30, going in the market close. Contracts be much cheaper, and you just get some good movement. So I don't really stress like being up at 9:30, 9 o'clock, like I used to be, like dragging myself in front of the computer. Nope. Take a trade. If I do, if I don't, there's always tomorrow. Like, don't stress yourself out. I mean, at night, take some time to study some charts. I like to keep a watch list. If y'all want this watch list, I can. I used to be able to send a link for these watch lists. Let me see if I can share it. Oh, here we go. There we go. So there's my watch list. You can go through this watch list and you know, chart it, every night and see what works, see what stocks are doing. But that's one of my watch lists, like my daily watch list I go through every day. And just run through the same ones every day and just see what you see. You know what I mean? And that's what made me help me a lot, being able to just recognize, like, I don't need none of these lines on the chart. Like, and I can visualize where broadening formation is. I can visualize when to enter, stuff like that. I've been looking at these charts since 2021, April 2021. I've been looking at these charts, and I was looking at them night and day for years. Like, I can literally I don't have to mark none of this out, and I just see it. Like, I know what's coming. I just know how the market move. I know what I've seen before. Like, that's the only reason you should be sitting in front of the screens for like all of hours, just trying to see, like, oh, it's doing the same pattern, it's doing the same thing, it's doing the same move. And you'll start to notice that certain things in the market just happen over and over and over. Like, oh, they're gonna sell it. Oh, I remember it went 10 days straight of them doing the same exact thing, pushing the market up and selling it off by the end of the day. Like, matter of the end of the day, like 1 o'clock Eastern time, it was selling off hard. It did it for 10 days straight. And I was just counting them. Yep. And I was catching them every single day. But I just seen what was coming. I could tell. So that, like, once you get that familiar with it, like, you literally can look at the chart on your phone, trade on your phone real quick. That's when people are like, oh, I just trade from my phone. Like, they can really read a chart. Like, that's what it's about. Once you can read a chart, control your emotions, and size correctly, you're unstoppable. Right? Read the chart, control your emotions, and controlling your emotions comes with sizing correctly. So those two things go together. You shouldn't be sweating, and you should know when you're going to get out at 20% loss. If you put $100 in and you want to take a 20% loss, that means you want to take $25 loss on this trade, and you're going to get out. That's what you do. You got to be, you feel me? Have I degened and held trades way too long? Absolutely. Have I had days where they come back and I profit? Yes. That ain't good trading, but I definitely took their money. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you need any help, um, all my information is in the descriptions and the bios and all of that on YouTube. I ain't hard to find. And I do one-on-ones. Like, we'll sit just like this on Zoom and we'll go through and figure it out. I only like to do one-on-ones with people that's like actually like already where they need to be. They just need a little tweaking. So I ain't wasting your money and my time. Like, I don't like doing one. Like, that's why I got the course. I built the course, $32. The cheapest course you probably can get from anybody. Right. And most of it you can find on my YouTube, but I got some other stuff in the course. And then I'd be like, yo, if you fresh to trade, I'd be like, yo, just get the course. It's $32. And then hit me for a one-on-one. I mean, I'm showing you how to set up your charts. I'm showing you how to put the strat combos and all of that indicators needed for the strat on your thing. So when you come to me, if you book an hour, we're not wasting an hour setting up your charts. I don't want to take your money. I'm here for the people. I'm not trying to take your money. I want your one-on-one to be getting you where you need to be. Like, all right, cool. Like, I just got this problem. I got this problem with taking profit. I got this problem with when to enter. I got this problem with being nervous or hesitant on entering. Like, I won't fix those small problems. Like, I give you everything in the course. I show my live trade and everything, so you can feel comfortable. Then boom, and we ain't like I don't want to do 10 one-on-ones with somebody. Sure, I would love the money, but I don't want to do 10 one-on-ones with nobody. Like I want to maybe once, maybe twice. Hopefully, we can fix these things in the first one, and I hit you back up like, yo, how that's working out for you? You good? Perfect. We ain't got to do it no more. Now I'd rather be able to bring you up on a live stream and we get money together, right? Like yeah, like yo, you see this, I see that. Like I want everybody to be going up. I ain't trying to take your money. You feel me? So I'm just ranting, but I'm just keeping it real. Like people like, oh, I want to learn how to trade. Like, all right, spend $32. It's better than losing hundreds of dollars. I give you everything in this course. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even trying to sell nobody nothing. Like the course ain't like pushed on nobody or nothing like that. Cause I'd be like, yo, you can get a lot of stuff right off my YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? But if you want it all in one place, it's in the course. And then, like when you hit me up for a one-on-one, it's like I know you ain't brought the course because I'm gonna see. I'm like, yeah, what's your email? Like, yeah, I ain't see you brought the course. Like, so why you even hit me up for a one-on-one? Or you want one-on-one? You want me to teach you from the beginning? Like, no. Like, yeah, the money be great. I ain't got time for it. Like, I could spend an hour looking for a new stock. You feel me? Looking for something to trade. Like, I don't mind helping, but you got to help yourself first. That's all. And, so that's why you don't see me like push the course, take the course. I don't get paid for YouTube. I got a small channel. It's like 700 people here. They show up when they show up. I do this all for free. I ain't on here grifting, begging for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just make money in the market. But yep. What else? What else do I got to talk about? Somebody give me a topic. Tell me something. Ask me anything. How your trading day go? Did you get some money today? Did you win? Did you lose? I'm over here on Reddit. Um, anything I can help anybody with? Is it a stock you see that you've been looking at, just not sure about? Anything? Do you follow my Slick the Trader IG? Do you follow my link tree? You can join the Telegram too. I send out alerts in there sometimes. I'm gonna start getting back active in there since it's the new year. My whole plan is to have more time to do more stuff and take more stuff seriously and not just be locked in on trading. That's what was happening. I was so locked in on my own trades every day that I couldn't even like alert things into the what's the name because I was just so into the trade. Now I'd much rather like, all right, I ain't trading today, but this is a great setup. If you want to take it. And I'll send an alert out. And I might be taking it also. Right. And if it's a banger and I missed it, oh well. But you know, that's kind of my plan. Like I said, I want to trade like 2, 3 days a week, maybe even one. But I want to still give content every day because I watch the market every day. Bro, I be in the club watching the market. Like people be like, yo, you out having a good time. Like, yeah, I just want to peek at this chart real quick. Let me see what's going on. Like Sunday fun day, I might be chilling in the corner of the club, like looking at the chart real quick. Let me see what futures open up at. Like stocks is my life. I ain't got to be trading, but it's still my life. Keep me locked in. I'm in the game forever until they make some type of change where retail traders can't trade. Until they do that, I'm in. I can't wait for them to up make that change where $2,500 is all you need without pattern day trading rule because it's the dumbest thing ever. I'm gonna go small account crazy when that happens. Yeah, really. I'm talking about crazy. I'm talking about I will be trading pennies again, equity heavy when that happens, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, when you get a good run on like some pennies or just regular equity, man, and then be able to do it over and over. Now then you talking about somebody gonna be like over trading. Like that's what it might be. But that $2,500 is like considered still a small account, and you still can like being able to like hop in, trade equity with that, and get leverage, a little bit of leverage and stuff like that. No, that's gonna be gold. That's gonna be gold. Like I really, really be able to do some things with it. Options is great, but trading equity is enjoyable too. Enjoyable too. And what I mean, being able to get that leverage and margin with that 2,500. I wonder if they're gonna do it 4 times like they do when you got over 25,000. It's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see how that go. I'm sending this text. But all right. Listen, I probably hop on here tomorrow. This is my first live stream of 2026. It's my first live stream with this new computer that works a lot better and a lot faster. So now I'll be able to just everything's set up now. I can just hit click stream, go live, and boom, we rocking and we talking. I'm gonna try my best to schedule them so it ain't just like random or just popping up. And I know I'm not a big YouTuber, so it probably don't send out notifications. So yeah, I'm gonna try to schedule them like when I know. Like, all right, yeah, I got a free hour and just hop on here. But my goal is to try to consistently put stuff out every day until people understand the strat. Because we're gonna keep the strat alive. Rest in peace to Rob Smith. He created this thing and we're gonna keep it going. I don't give a damn what other strategies they put out there or act like it's the new hot strategy. I don't care if it go from VWAP to fair value gap this to uh uh cup and handle, head and shoulders. Yeah, I don't care about none of that. I'm with the strat. The strat made me profitable. The strat is still working, and I don't see it not working. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm out. Hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends. Hit me up if you got some questions. Leave a comment. I answer all comments, good or bad. I don't care. If you get snappy with me, I'm snappy right back. Yeah, Slick the Trader. I'm out, y'all.